Welcome to Face to Face. I'm your host, Kelly McIntyre, and I am face to face with Rick Lorenzo, running in Ward 7. Welcome to the program. Great to be face to face with you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Pleasure to be here.
Oh, and the first question again off the top, which we're asking everybody, why are you running this round?
Well, we moved to Milton in 2005, and we kind of moved here because it was just a very community feel where we moved in Hawthorne Village, the south area, and it was just the area we wanted to raise a family. And my son was born a couple of years ago, and after he was born, I think I felt a little bit more serious. You know, we already knew Milton was going to be our home, and just wanted to take part in continuing to make the community sort of the perfect place it is here. I mean, I really seriously think Milton is the best place in Canada to live. Where we live right now, there's just a sense of community where people know each other, the neighbors talk to each other. Typically, you move into a neighborhood, you know the neighbors on the left or on the right. Where we live right now in Hawthorne Village, I know people on every street. It's just much more of a community feel. Yeah. And I just really wanted, you know, now with the new ward system, when we have the 8 wards, it's the perfect way where a local councillor can really connect and be a part of that community. It's not anymore a large geographical area where you're distant. It's more, I think, where now the way Milton's growing is you can really have a connection between your council member and the community, which didn't always exist before.
And what do you think, Rick? Do you think it's a great connection when you're actually living in the ward you're running for?
I think you have to live in the area. Hawthorne Village is a geographical large area, and I think anyone who's running there should be a part of that community. If someone was running there living in Campbellville or the rural area or downtown Milton, you wouldn't have the same connection. I think you really need to live in the Hawthorne Village area. And when I say Hawthorne Village, I sort of mean that geographical area. I'm including, Coscorp, Jasper Village, Sundial, Mattamy.
Housed within that ward
I know there are different little names, but typically when you live in that area and someone asks you, where in Milton do you live? You say Hawthorne Village. I mean, I know there's Coates Crossing and there's many little names, but that's the larger community name.
Well, we're going to take a quick break with Rick here. We're speaking face to face here at Milton Today TV. We'll be back in just a moment. Where your interior space becomes as comfy as the store's name, all within your budget. Nominated 3 years in a row as #1 for Milton Choice Awards, Comfy Interiors will help you create, plan, and design the look that will fit your style. They carry only quality name brands for hardwood, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and much more. Their qualified team will deliver and install all within your budget. Great customer service and free estimates. Call or drop by Comfy Interiors today. Welcome back to Face to Face. I'm Kelly McIntyre, and I'm face to face with Rick Lorenzo, Ward 7. Now, we were speaking a little bit earlier on just your platform, a little bit of a background, but what people might not know is you have a lot of charity ties in the community. So maybe share some of that with us and what you're passionate about and how you give back to the community.
Sure. I've always felt that if you want to be a part of the community, you should be out there helping enterprises, helping good causes. On the discussion forum, Hawthorne Villager, any business that makes a charitable donation to a worthwhile cause in Milton gets free advertising in a featured advertisement section. And the money goes straight from the business to the charity in Milton. I'm not in the middle, it doesn't go through me, it goes straight to the charity. That charity just simply tells me that business made a donation in this amount. It's for a Milton charity. They get featured advertisement. I love to volunteer just for Strawberry Festival, Milton.
The haunted house or something.
The Milton Haunted House.
Right,
that
yes.
was So much fun. So every year I've been doing a haunted house in Hawthorne Village, and it's been growing larger and larger and larger. And it's gotten to the extent where I and my family, it was too big for us to put on. It was too much of a setup and take down. So this year I said, why not just do a larger haunted house for Milton and make it a charitable event? So we got a great deal amount of sponsors in Milton. And we also had revenue raised at the door. Our goal was 5,000. We thought that was very ambitious. And in the beginning, we were honestly worried, especially Anne at the hospital said, you know what, if you give a goal that you're going to reach, it's good to reach that goal, because if you don't reach that goal, it's not.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit nervous in the beginning. Well, we already gave out that goal, but then it just started snowballing, and it was so quickly how many businesses wanted to take part and help. And the great part was we got so many volunteers from within Milton just giving out their time, helping us set up, helping us, be the scary actors inside. So we raised over $5,700, and it all went to Milton District Hospital Foundation. It was a fun event, and we're going to do the same thing next year, and we're just going to do bigger and better. We're just going to plan it more in advance, and we're going to raise that goal year by year.
I was going to say, Rick, when you're running for Ward 7, if you had your running mates in front of you, what question would you ask them?
You mean my running mates in Ward 7?
Yeah.
Two things, I guess, is go out there in the community, be more a part of fundraisers, community events, volunteer more, and just be more a connection. Because it's one thing to blog or to post thing. It's another thing to put your money where your mouth is and actually get out there, go in front of town council. If there's an issue you're serious about, give the input to town council. Give the input to the community. Don't just give a press release out there. Go out there and physically do something. Show some actions. I mean, even though you're not on town council yet, you can take part. You can help in the community as a private resident. Residents have a lot more power to engage and improve the community than they realize. And I mean, Ward 7 has some fantastic residents. I take great pride that over the past few months, there have been so many delegation speeches by residents of Ward 7. And these aren't political candidates. These are just residents of Ward 7 that go up there and speak in front of town council, passionate about their issues. And when I look at, council meeting by council meeting, how many members in Hawthorne Village are going to town council talking about how they want to improve Milton, it just makes me feel all warm.
Well, you know what? We're going to leave it at that for just a moment, though. We're going to be back with more Face-to-Face only on Milton Today TV. Summer is in full swing at Milton Home Hardware. It's your one-stop store for all your landscaping, renovation, and home projects. Tools, garden equipment, and accessories. Bathroom renovations large and small. Flooring, right up to that dream kitchen project. Their customer service shines through with a team of professionals in every department. With over 18,000 square feet of retail service space, Milton Home Hardware has everything you need from a hardware store. If summer grilling is on your menu, check out the great selection of barbecues they have to offer. Milton Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners. Welcome back to Face to Face. I'm your host, Kelly McIntyre, and I'm face to face with Rick Lorenzo, running for Ward 7. Now, I've got a couple of last questions for you in closing for our chat today. And one is, what would you say your greatest accomplishment has been so far in your life?
Raising a family.
And you say that with your eyes just softened and a smile. Again, that is just such a...
Everything pales in comparison to that. Once you become a father and you have a family of your own, it's just a different feeling inside.
Now, what's something people don't know about you, Rick Lorenzo?
I have a fear of public speaking.
You wouldn't know it today.
I tried to overcome that. In 2005, 2006, I went to town council to speak about an issue, and I was a nervous wreck. I mean, I tend to stutter sometimes when I get very nervous. So I just felt, I have a natural fear of public speaking. If you're afraid of something, do it again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
And every time it becomes a little bit easier,
baby
a little bit
steps,
easier, and a little bit easier. Exactly.
Now, in closing, if you are elected for Ward 7, what can people look forward to having? What change would you start off with? What's going to be your hit the ground running platform?
Trying to bring a connection back between council and the wards. I think right now, when I'm going door to door, people don't know who their local councilor is. People ask me, well, what does town council do? It just feels very much of a separation between town council and the community, and it really shouldn't be like that.
Great. We'll leave it at that. Rick Lorenzo, running for Ward 7. Great to go face-to-face with you today. Thanks so much for coming in. We'll be back with more of these face-to-face, so keep checking our website, Kelly McIntyre, only on Milton Today TV.